Sup nerds, I'm Tom.
And I'm Aaron.
Today we're talking about Fantahzee. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
I said it weird. So, Aaron, what do we think?
It's an interesting game. Like, it has great artwork, it plays well, there's a lot of dice rolling and trying to build up your heroes, and trying to collect those victory points defeating monsters. So it can be fun, but...
Yeah. I will say, I'm not going to say this is a bad game. Bad isn't the word I want to use. It definitely just wasn't our style, I'd say. So the biggest problem I had is lack of player interaction. There was almost zero. Can we agree with that?
Yeah, the only thing you could do is not attack a monster so that your opponents would also get attacked by that monster.
Right. But you get attacked by them too, yes. So you're hurting yourself and trying to hurt them. I mean, it's possible that some of your characters are more expendable than theirs. Like, you're looking at them and you're like, oh, it's most likely that if this fires, it'll hit that guy, so I'm going to let that go and all that stuff. I'll suck it up, but it's going to be worse for him. That's like a possibility, but that's a rare instance.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So, like you said, essentially no player interaction.
Right. And I'm not going to say that it's a bad game because of that. It's just certainly not our style. We get at each other's throats all the time. That's why we have co-op games, so we don't, lose each other as friends. But whenever we're playing a competitive game, we want to, really mess each other up. And this game does not allow us to do that.
Bring up co-op, that was one thing that did come to my mind, is it almost feels like it could be co-op. Mm-hmm. If they made it more like a tower defense style, like there's actually a point in blocking the town from being hit. Mm-hmm. If you could help each other. But the fact that there's no helping, but it's just kind of a race to get victory points is what this game seems like to me. Yeah, it really could have been.
It could have, and it probably should have been a co-op game, because I would have enjoyed that a little more, because what you're doing on your turn is kind of fun. I had a little bit of fun, pulling out the combinations of cards and trying to roll and saying, well, if I can unlock this guy, then he'll unlock that guy, and then that'll allow me to do this. And then I don't roll roll poorly, mm-hmm. and then I didn't unlock any of them. Oh no, but there at least was a lot of substance there when it was on my turn. But when I was waiting for my turn to come around, I was just, Not
bored to tears, but bored. Yeah, I enjoy the pressure luck, trying to, the Yahtzee style, rolling your dice over and over again, trying to unlock your hero's abilities and attacking. That was a lot of fun. On your turn, pulling off some combinations can be fun. But besides that, if you're playing with 4 players, you've got 3 turns of watching people roll dice over and over, and they're not doing anything to you, you can't do anything to them.
And there definitely can be a good amount of a ramp up. I played it once where one guy had all these mages out there, and he kept, getting to roll more and more and more dice, and he was rolling 15 dice, and so it was kind of impossible that he doesn't unlock everything. I think he had 2 mages with treasure on them, and then 3 big dudes. So then as long as he was able to unlock those 2, then he could unlock all the 3, and there was always enough to kind of deal with whatever was out there. So he hit the snowball pretty fast, and there was nothing we can do to stop him. We can't.
He had shields to block damage,
Yeah.
I do like the artwork in this game. It's very well stylized. It definitely drew me in. I was like, oh, Fantahzee, what is this game? It looks cool. Let's play this. And the dice they're good quality. There's nothing special about them. They're just generic D6s, but they're nice.
Yeah.
The cards.
The insert was a nice touch.
Yeah, the insert is nice. They even left space for expansions, which maybe they'll fix the game.
If they came up with an expansion that was mostly just player versus player cards, perfect, right there. That really improves it, right? Doesn't it?
It would, for our opinion.
Yeah, for us. But again, I don't want all of this to be saying that it's a bad game. For what it is, it was fine. It worked. I did have fun on my turn. Admittedly, not a whole lot. It was just interesting, as Aaron said. And I would put it in the beer and pretzels category. If you don't want to interact with other people, if you want to just sit back, have a little fun on your turn, and then just kind of chill and talk to somebody else while the game is going along back to you, then that's fine. Mm-hmm. That just doesn't really fit our play style.
Yeah, because it does play relatively quick.
Mm-hmm.
even though it may not seem like it when you're like doing nothing for a couple minutes when it's other people's turns. But overall, defeating the boss monsters and ending the game, it's probably about 30, 45 minutes.
And I would recommend playing this with fewer players. I actually really did enjoy it mostly as a 2-player game, just you versus me kind of thing. Because, again, just that downtime really can, almost make it... The downtime can be so much in a larger player game that you almost like forget what you're doing. I haven't done my turn in forever, now it's back to me. Oh, wait, what was I going to do? What did I have? I think I was going to do this, and then everyone's like, oh, come on, Tom, focus!
Overall, this isn't a game we're probably going to break out until the expansion comes out. We'll try it again then.
Yeah.
But if it sounds like something you're interested in, click on the link below and buy a copy for yourself.
And hey, while you're here, subscribe and you'll never be bored. And hey, while you're here, subscribe and you'll never, never, ever, 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 ever,
ever be bored?